What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Recently, I did a video about Lori Harvey dumping this other guy, Damon Idris, possibly for Quavo. And we know that Lori Harvey is a lady that, a lot of women think that it's very, great of her. It's very prosperous for her to be like getting these high, value entertainment guys and just like switching them like they switch panties or something like that. It's very great. It's a nice thing to do. So because of that, we thought that was the case when she was at dinner with Quavo at a restaurant. And so we are suspecting that they are dating. And again, I'm telling you this, Lori Harvey is a complete no talent. I'm sorry, I gotta just say that. Let me be very adamant about that. She's a no talent. Very similar in the way that Amber Rose or Kim Kardashian is a complete no talent, but they're richer than me, but still no talented. So let me get this straight. She's out with Quavo, okay? And, she's saying that this is cap now. You guys are lying on her. It's not the truth. And a lot of guys, we who are normal, let me just say normal guys, celebrities in America are not normal. They are abnormal, okay? These people have different lifestyles we could never fathom. But for us, we feel that if she's going out with Quavo, she's done with Damson Idris. That's how many of us would think. But let me tell you how it really works. Number one, a guy would be like, man, that's disrespectful. She going out on a date with Quavo, man. Man, he's simping. I can never let my girl do that. But that's why you're not a rich celebrity. Do you understand that? That's the difference. Like, even though in our normal broke minds, that makes sense. But let me tell you what doesn't make sense. And I'm gonna hit them very controversial. Remember Adam 22, the podcaster? His wife did a pornography scene with a black guy. You guys are like so excited about the fact that this white lady got screwed. He even interviewed his wife and she was like, oh my God, the guy called in. She's like, oh my God, the fact that he's calling in, it's making me, leak down there. I want to do it again. And, you see the guy not being so offended by it, but that's how celebrities move, okay? Let me tell you something about these guys. Damson Idris knows, without a shadow of a doubt, his time will be up very soon. It's kind of what happens in this world. Normal guys, we think like average broke people in relationships. Celebrities don't. Damson Idris and Lori Harvey, if they're dating, number one, I would assume it's a lot of publicity behind it. It helps both of their image, okay? She doesn't really love him and he doesn't really love her. Lori Harvey loves money and probably so does he. But it is the idiots who are broke like these ladies out here who feel like they're gonna become the next Lori Harvey when you work at Subway and maybe you look nothing like Lori Harvey. You can't even get a guy to pay your rent in your city, but you're gonna date Michael B. Jordan. This is what's so buffoonish to me. But you gotta understand that celebrities move differently than us and they get over things faster than we do. Why? I'm gonna tell you why. This is the reason why Damson Idris probably doesn't even care. Because as soon as Lori Harvey goes out the door, and I'm talking about he's not dating normal chicks because these guys are too smart for that. Somebody else is gonna be there. Somebody else is already there. And guess what? They both know that somebody else is already there while they're there. Because why? That is how people think that have money. A lot of it, a lot of opportunity. Nobody's really tied down to each other like that. For us, we think like that. We are, and I'm not saying our way of thinking isn't wrong. In the traditional way, you need people like us who feel like that to maintain society. Society cannot be run on a celebrity basis. It would be like, I don't know, ancient Greece again, if that was what it was. I don't know what that was like. But it would be maybe a lot of anarchy. It wouldn't be a lot of values. Religion reinforces these values to make us want to stay, faithful to some woman we don't like, or, especially if she gains a lot of weight, or you gain as a man a lot of weight, you get broke. Those are society values where you need people who are silly like us to maintain the order. People who are rich don't follow those rules. It is completely okay for you to go out sometimes with my wife. And I'm not saying me in particular, but these people. And sometimes, hey, go have sex with her. Now, let me tell you this. This is hard for normal people to understand. And when I started covering celebrity, it was hard for me. But what I have noticed is this. People who have a lot of money don't worry about many small tacky things that normal folks work about. And what I'm saying is people are more free for things to happen. Let me just say that. I'm not saying that you need to participate in that, but people understand all around the world that this is a business. And dating is a business. And marriages are a business. And celebrity matchmaking are a business. And hookups are here for there, and they're gonna be gone at a certain time and somebody else will be there the next day. That's just how it works. The people who don't think like that are those who don't have much. And that mindset is why you have rich people for the most part and those who are poverty stricken. That's the same thing. People who have a lot of money, a lot of opportunity, usually their thinking is more liberal, more open than what normal folks do. And most celebrities, to maintain their celebrity status, they go through this a lot. Let me give you a person who does this all the time. P. Diddy. P. Diddy came from, like, did you remember P. Diddy with like Father MC, Uptown Records as a background dancer? Treat him like you want to be treated. That was P. Diddy. Then you got my boo, a young Mary J. Blige, who was singing in the background of Father MC back in 1989. I'm just saying, you know I love Mary J. She is my boo. If I ever see Mary J., she comes to Kampala, I'm buying just the whole VIP out. That's my boo. Let me get back to it, okay? Let me get back to what I was saying. P. Diddy went from a kid that jumped out of Howard University in DC 1 year, living this same controlled, let's say the way society does, you know? Because we have a level of social programming that says this is normality. Things must operate like this, right? We go from there to P. Diddy all the time. This guy's almost 60. Do you notice that P. Diddy doesn't even make records anymore? He doesn't really produce music anymore? No. Didn't P. Diddy just, what did he do? He lost his Ciroc deal. Not after, you know, making, I don't know how many hundreds of millions of dollars. We thought he owned Ciroc. But how did he do it? P. Diddy knows how to stay relevant in times where other celebrities have not. And how does he do it? He attaches himself to many different women for short periods of time, and we talk about them because we're stupid. That's how. The same way that Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys stay relevant, even though the Cowboys can't get to Super Bowl for like the last 100 years. They're still America's favorite team because people need you to talk about them. That's the situation. And you can't talk about people by being normal. Lori Harvey is very handicapped in entertainment industry. She doesn't do anything. She can't sing. She can't act. But she can look good and she can keep you talking about her. And the way she can do that is by saying, I'm gonna have these relationships that end and reconvene quickly, and I'm gonna be seen on dates with all these other people. And the guy that she's dealing with understands that. But then they get a bigger market. Similarly, and I'm not for swinging. Adam 22 and his wife Lena the Plug, people are talking about them crazy on the internet because he's letting the wife screw black guys. And black guys feel like that's a win. Bro, he still owns a lot of hip hop content in the black community. He don't care about her screwing you. She can go. At the point, he's still gonna have ownership. And that's how these people think. These people think about, who cares what you think? I'm still gonna have ownership with brands and selling power. And that is the difference between how people think who are successful and people who are feeble-minded like us. That's the big difference. And a lot of this, you know, this monogamy thing that goes on, celebrities don't, you know, do y'all notice like Bill Gates? Let me just say this before I get to the next thing. Bill Gates was allowed, I think like 3 times a year, to sleep with anybody he wanted all the time. Though the issue with him is he couldn't keep his penis out of Microsoft workers. That's what really, you know, crashed his ship. But not until he diversified his portfolio from his Microsoft stock into like waste management, all these other brilliant ideas he did. So Bill Gates is making like, I don't know, something like crazy. I think like at one point, like his portfolio makes like $500 million a year. It's super stupid. I don't know what he does. He doesn't even do anything. But people who get to that level are not normal. You can never be normal and be like great. And again, they do things that we do not agree with. But you need people who follow the norms to keep society running, while those at the top are doing all kind of sex parties every day that we've never been invited to. I'd like to go to one, but I don't want to participate because I'm a Christian. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all you do. Harvey Bell. We're out.